What up, flockers? In this video, we're gonna go over the 5 secrets to know when researching a parrot. If you find this video really useful, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. I am nearing 1,000 subscribers thanks to you guys. And in order to keep building this community, I really need your help to smash that subscribe button. So thanks a ton for everything, and let's get started with the video. Alright, so secret number 1, every parrot has a really unique personality. Now that sounds like a given, but a lot of people don't really realize what that means. When people think about personalities, they're generally thinking about like a pet dog or cat. Like 2 Labradors, they're still gonna have their own unique likes and dislikes and little subtle personality variances, but they're still going to act like Labradors. And the reason is because these pets are domesticated. By domestication, we filtered through their genetic traits to design a breed that is very compatible with humans, and as such, a lot of them have very similar personalities. Birds are different. Parrots are exotic animals. A coyote can have a lot more different personalities because their genetic pool of personalities is a lot more varied. In my parrot review videos, I am doing my best to help you guys in explaining a very general idea of what to expect when you research different parrot species, but don't take it as law. You can get a coyote that ends up being completely quiet, for example, because that's just how varied parrots are. Secret number 2, a lot of information is outdated or misinformed. Now, if any of you guys watching have ever kept other exotic pets, such as like lizards, snakes, amphibians, fish, you guys are probably well aware from research that when it comes to exotic animals, a lot of the community is actually still trying to figure out how each animal works, if that makes sense. Especially when it's like a new lizard introduced into the pet trade, a lot of keepers are still trying to figure out a lot of basic things that people just actually don't know, and we as a community are trying to figure it out. This is the case with exotic birds as well. The fact is a lot of the old information when you're going on website end up being outdated as the community learn more and more about a parrot species than people did before then. So it's very important you be picky with the information you're reading, make sure you check the sources, and know that that information is actually accurate and up to date. Because there's a lot of really weird things you can read about keeping birds out there that just aren't true. So make sure you do your research and double check everything. Okay, so tip number 3 is try the parrot before buying one. This is so important. When I was trying to get my first bird, I didn't know what I wanted. I started researching the internet and I was just completely sold. Oh, eclectus. They're super colorful and cool. Yeah, I read, oh, sometimes they can be a little standoffish, but I was just sold on an eclectus. I went to a pet store and I interacted with an eclectus. And the moment I did, I was like, yeah, no thanks. I'm okay. I'll pass. A lot of what you see on the internet sometimes does not translate to actually, how the bird is. Generally, the internet's going to favor the super friendly versions of a parrot because that's what people are posting about because there's more to post about. There's not much to post about a parrot that watches the world slowly destroy itself. Because that's what an eclectus is. So, if you're looking at a parrot, don't just like, oh, I'm sold, I'm going to order online from a breeder, or you go to a pet store and pick one up from a cage and you just have no idea what to expect. Go handle different parrots because you will be surprised at what parrots you end up liking and what parrots you don't like. So tip number 4, join an online community because it's a really great way to help filter through a lot of the misinformation through the internet by actually talking with people who have had experience with the bird themselves. For example, when I was researching Indian ringnecks, I didn't see much information other than, oh, they're just really great birds, they're super friendly. Oh, maybe they might turn a little nippy, but oh, they'll get over it and da 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 da. Not entirely true, because once I started joining ringneck groups and talking with actual ringneck owners, they all talk about how ringnecks have a phase where they actually have this teenage personality where they hate your guts. And it lasts about maybe a year, maybe a little longer. And you just have to work through that phase until they get over it. And then they just turn back into these little sweet, amazing little parrots. But it is a legitimate thing that ringneck owners have to work through. And there's not too much information out there amongst a lot of different websites. So that's what I mean by joining an online community will really help get you first-hand experience from actual owners to know, what to research and etc. And now goes to my last tip, and that is to be willing to accept what you don't expect. Buying a parrot is a huge responsibility, and even after all the research you do, parrots are a wild card. In the end, you really don't know what you're gonna end up getting. Parrots can just drastically change for so many different reasons, whether just one day they just decide to hate your brother, like one of my parrots do. Just hates my brother for no reason. There's all kinds of different reasons as to what parrots can end up turning into. And as such, you should expect the unexpected, and you should be willing to work through it. It's just like raising a child where you have a baby and that baby's going to develop into something and you don't know what it is. You can try to influence it, but in the end, your baby is going to grow up and make his or her own decisions. Just like a parrot's going to grow up and they're going to make their own decisions, and you're just going to have to live with it for the next 30 to 70 years, depending on what parrot you get. So be willing to accept whatever you get. And if you do that, you will love owning a pet parrot. And that sums it up for my tips. Please make sure you hit subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.